Hey beard lovers, I am currently in the oldest city in the world, Washington, D.C. So today I want to wander around this city and talk to you about people. There's this recent conversation I had which kind of highlighted and really surprised me about the sheer amount of people there are in the world. I'm currently on tour with my band Driftless Pony Club and Hank Green.
Let's get this party started right or wrong. Should we get it started wrong?
And Harry and the Potters and Rob Scallon and Andrew Wong. It was tons of fun. Matt danced. Dance, 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 Matt.
I'll do the dancing around here.
And I constantly get to meet and shake hands with a lot of you, and I love it, and it's awesome. But it's a reminder that there are so many of you, and I will never possibly be able to meet all of you. For real, I'll explain why in a second, but now there's people around and a train going by, and I should cut. Back when I was in Detroit, I started this conversation with Rob Scallon. I was like, hey Rob, he was like, he only speaks in guitar. The guy's amazing at guitar. It angers me. So anyway, I said to Rob, I'm gonna call China. My fiance, not the country. So clever. And he said, "Flippity-blue," which is guitar for good, because it would take a long time to call the country. And I was like, really? Why would it take a long time to call the country? Because initially when I was referring to calling the country, I meant like, calling like the Chinese government. Like if someone says they're gonna contact America, I assume they're talking about, contacting one of the higher ups in this building, or this building, or this building. Maybe not this building. And I was like, Rob, they don't have rotary phones anymore. You could probably make a connection pretty quickly, Grandpa. And he's like, flippity-blue, which I can't repeat. But he was actually talking about talking to each individual in China. And then I'm like, oh yeah. Okay, yeah, wow. But trying to contact every single person in a country, especially as big as China, that's insane. That would take you, well, how long would that take you? Let's figure it out. So say you wanted to have a brief conversation with every Chinese person. Let's say 20 seconds. That's enough time to call a conversation. In fact, that's way more than I want to talk to most people. Except for you beard lovers, I could talk to you all day. All day. So, how many people are there in China? Well, according to the United States Census Bureau, which might be located over here, it's probably not. According to them, there were 1.35 billion people in China in 2013. Oh geez, this building put up the wrong flag. That's Canada. That's embarrassing. Oh, it's the Canadian Embassy. Okay, never mind. Anyway, you multiply 1.35 billion by 20 and you get 27 billion seconds that you'd need to talk to everyone. Divide that by 60 for minutes, divide that by another 60 for hours, by 24 for days, and 365 to give you 856 years. That's how long it takes to talk to everyone in China for 20 seconds. That's with no sleep and no breaks. And many people will die in the 856 years, but many more will likely be born. OMG, it's the set of the X-Files, or the FBI building, whatever. So assuming the human lifespan doesn't change too much, you have very little hope of talking to even 1/10 of all Chinese people, even if you do nothing else. Your entire life. So I've been touring the country and meeting a lot of you beard lovers out there. Don't sue me, you're on video. Don't sue me. Don't sue me. You're on video. But can I meet all of you? If we do the same calculation for 575,000 people, assuming 20-second conversations, it would take 133 days. Let's double it so I can sleep and take breaks and go to the bathroom. Maybe give it a few more days depending on what I eat, you know what I'm saying? Constipation! Now at some point, some sort of Star Wars entertainment might come out and I'll need an extra day to watch that. And then there's eagle punching, of course. Sometimes eagles just get in my way and I have to punch them. I just punched an eagle in Washington, D.C. The White House is right over there. Oh no, that's just the Treasury Department. We're good, as long as I'm not punching interest rates. I don't know what that means. All in all, it would take 270 days to meet all of you. That's pretty doable. I'm gonna rent a stadium. I'm gonna start putting all your names in alphabetical order. Expect calls with times and directions coming soon. Now, what about meeting the entire world? Well, I did the calculation for you. 4,518 years to meet everybody. What does this mean? I don't know, but I do know that it would take about 200 years to meet everyone in the United States, and here I am in the city that governs it. I, for one, am inspired by this information. Sure, there's lots of terrible things happening in the world, and there are so many people on this planet that we can't possibly meet everyone, but despite all the arguing, this country, more or less, still works. A lot of people would say our government isn't working at all right now, but it's really always been the case if you look through history. This is really how our government has always worked, and historically speaking, we are living in a very safe, very organized time. And if you think about how it would take 200 years to meet anyone in this country, or 856 years to meet anyone in China, and there's not chaos in the streets. We're not going to all meet each other, but we can get along with strangers. We can navigate the planet. We can accomplish great things together, separately. Well, it just gives me hope. And technology, in some ways, is making it even better. 40 to 50,000 people will probably watch this video. That means I can talk to so many more people with my face hole than anyone could a generation ago. Well, almost anyone. Walter Cronkite could. talk to more people. But he was probably the last one. No one watches TV anymore, right? Like 10 people watch TV. But balding weirdos with beards like myself can get a bigger audience now. Say what you will about social media, but in a world where you can't possibly talk to everybody, it's becoming more and more likely to be heard by more people than you'll ever meet. And I think this is a good thing. I also think I gotta get out of here. I punched an eagle.
Wheezy Way.
So this is the kind of rock stardom that happens backstage.
This is the end of the video.